Morning, everybody. Welcome back. We took a short break, school holiday. This is the Village Guy Morning Show, the first one for April.
Yes.
Come join us, madam.
Yeah, good morning everyone. I'm Judith, your co-host. Welcome. It's lovely to have everyone again joining us in the morning. And what is a morning without the morning show? It's just not a morning. So thank you for joining us. So how was your week?
Yeah, it was school holiday, so I was babysitting, so nothing exciting. Not babysitting, just looking after kids, so nothing exciting.
We had the same vibe. I was looking after kids. My sister and her husband went away for a few days, so
yeah. Anyway, guys, if you're joining for the first time, this is a morning show. We have twice a week on a Tuesday and a Friday, where we speak to people of Paarl and Wellington doing amazing things and following their dreams. We know in Paarl, Wellington, there's so much talent. People just keeping us busy with nice content and nice local content. So join us every Tuesday and Friday for some local content. Who's your guest today?
So for the lifestyle feature this morning, I have three amazing, talented young men, entrepreneurs that combines music and food and just amazing talent. So stay tuned and look out for that. They are called Kumin and Khords.
Cool, man. Yeah, they caught my attention, I think, during lockdown as well. They won a nice award with McCain, and I thought, wow, these guys are really, almost seems like in lockdown, some people just had to make things work with their passion, which is pretty cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, and talking about passion, we also have another few guests. I don't know if you noticed in Paarl recently, there's a academy. They also caught my attention. It's called DSV Academy. And a part of the people included in there don't really need introduction. I think from Paarl and Wellington, we have Eric Coulson and then Ethan Coulson, but it is run by Malcolm Langer. And Malcolm Langer doesn't need introduction in South Africa. He's a South African cyclist. He's won a few champions. He's been to a few Olympics. So I've got them in studio today to chat a bit about the academy. We all know Paarl and Wellington cycling is massive.
We get world-class people on the show.
Local,
world-class.
And world-class hosts as well.
Yes.
So,
well, you said it.
Yeah. So I'm chatting to them today to find out more about the academy, who qualifies, and how can you get involved. And they also did amazing in the past few competitions. So I'm super excited for that conversation.
Exciting. So as we always say, grab your coffee, whether it's a chai or a cappuccino or just a black normal coffee like Miles likes it.
Yeah.
Come and join us in the lounge and stay tuned. Amazing things are coming.
Hey everybody, today I've got a super special guest as well. She gave me some of her time. I've got Anais van Wyk here, and how she caught my attention, she's the #1 pole vaulter in South Africa for juniors. They had a junior competition, SA competition last week, and she did considerably well, but also she was also the under 15 SA schools champ, and she had a record that was held for quite a few years, and then also under 18 SA champ, and now she is South Africa's junior champ. Welcome, madam. How are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm great. I'm so good. I'm so psyched for the year that's coming. So,
Tell me the experience of the past tournament.
Well, it was great. I must say we drove up as a family. So that took super long, but me being the athlete, I have the privilege of sleeping in the back of the car. I had my own little bed, my own little setup going there. But the tournament was really, I was actually quite lucky because the boys had horrible weather on the day they were jumping, and my weather was really great. And I had two other girls jumping with me, and they were super nice. And I took a big pole that I was super psyched about. And I actually did really well. So
not really well. I mean, you got gold.
Yes, I'm very happy about
So what's the first thing that goes through mind when you see, did you jump last to know you're the winner, or did you have to wait for someone else to jump?
No, so actually what happened was the other two girls already finished jumping by the time I only started jumping.
Oh.
So the trick over there, or the difficult part over there, is I don't have competition pushing me all the time. So it's me and the bar and my PB trying to beat it all the time. So yeah, I jumped 240, I mean 340,
340.
and then we put the bar up onto 355, which is my PB, because they gave me either the option 350 or 355, and I wanted to jump a new PB instead of like equaling my old PB. And then unfortunately I did not get it, but I do feel something good is coming, and I do feel that 360 is on its way. So at seniors, I'm super excited to try and jump a new PB.
When is seniors happening?
I think it's starting on the 21st of April now.
So how does it work? You do juniors, under 16, under 18, and under 20, and then you also qualify for seniors?
Yeah, so actually we have competitions throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then you can qualify, you have to jump a certain height to be able to qualify to compete there. And the moment you qualify, you already know you're going to compete there.
So you qualify for seniors?
Yes, I did.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
excited.
tell me a bit of the childhood. Why are we pole vaulting? Was mama pole vaulter, dad a
No,
pole vaulter?
Not at all. Actually, it's a funny story. Both my grandfather and my uncle were Springbok hekkies atlete.
Okay, hurdles, yeah.
Hurdles. And my mom also did hurdles. And my uncle actually admitted once that she ran so much better than he did. If she only continued with it, then she would have done really well. So yeah, I got into the hurdles thing at the beginning in primary school, although we didn't train as much as the high school. So in grade 7, I started training with the high school, but it was not really my thing. It was more of a family thing. And then I ended up meeting a matric when I went to grade 8, and she did pole vault. And one of my brother's friends, actually also Carl Rodemeyer.
Yeah, yes. He's currently overseas.
Yes.
Yeah, he did amazing this weekend as well.
Yes, so we were good friends before I went to high school already, and he was always joking about me coming to pole vault. And then one day I actually thought, okay, maybe I should try it out. And then this matric girl, Anais van Wyk, she was good friends with my lady, my matric.
Yeah.
And then she also started talking to me about pole vault. So I went with her the one day, and my coach actually told me that pole vault is not my thing. I don't have the build for it. I can't do it. And I was really struggling at the beginning. But I hate it when somebody tells me I can't do it.
Like any athlete, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to prove him wrong. So I started training very hard on my own. I did a lot of hills training, and yeah, I actually got myself a gym coach. So, and then eventually the time came, and then in 2019 I won the essays, which was a huge shock to me because I didn't know I was capable of doing it, but
well done. But I think there's like a massive pole vault community just in pole. I mean, if I name all the names, I can keep you busy for quite some time. But is it like one? Because I see the one coach on all the photos. Is he like the number one guy, the go-to guy for pole vaulting?
Yeah, I must say, Louis,
He's his name, Louis.
He is amazing. He's an amazing coach. He's been doing it for so long, so he really knows all the ups and the downs of the sports and how to handle it.
Yeah.
But there is a coach in Stellenbosch, JP.
Okay.
He also coaches over there, and he is also really good.
Yeah.
But in lockdown, when I started, I was fairly new, or actually no, it wasn't in lockdown. It was before that. I was very new with the sport, and then. Louis, he has diabetes, and I think he went to the hospital, and it was the first time I heard about it. And I actually went home crying that day because I told my mom, if I don't have Louis as a coach, I don't want another coach. I'm going to stop with football.
Because I always see at Tal Josephat the trailer, and I was always wondering, what are all these sticks?
It's a very big passion of his. So he really inspires all of us to do our best.
Yeah, so under 15 champ, under 18 champ, and now under 20, which one is the highlight?
Actually, my highlight was seniors last year. I went to seniors last year, and that was amazing for me because it's such a different environment because they really expect everybody to be grown-ups and to have their things like all together. So we actually we flew up with a team, and then we stayed in a Garden Court hotel in Pretoria. And it was for me so cool because I'm so used to school outings where you have to do everything in a certain time. But the moment we got there, you could choose what you wanted to do, when you wanted to do. They only told you when lunch was, or when the buses were going, and further you could do whatever you could. The stereo eie tyd.
Yes. So what's happening in 2022?
Well, we obviously have seniors now to come, and then my coach told me that first and second place at seniors gets to go to Mauritius for Africas.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm really hoping to go there, and I think my mom really wants a holiday, so she also really wants me to do well.
I also wanted to know, so how do you qualify for seniors if you are junior?
Well, basically we have competitions throughout the year,
Yeah.
and then there's certain heights you need to jump to be able to qualify to compete there.
Cool.
So whenever you do jump that height throughout the year, you qualify, but you need to jump it twice.
Okay.
So our qualifying height was 350, and I did jump throughout the year the height twice, so I made the qualifying.
Nice, man. So, of course, you matric this year. What's happening next year? Are we going overseas to university?
Well, we'll have to see what to do. I'm a little indecisive at the moment about university,
Okay.
but I know Stellenbosch's application is open today,
Yeah.
so I will definitely do or apply everywhere I
Yeah.
possibly can. But I really want to study actuarial science.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see what happens.
And what's the big dream for pole vaulting then?
Well, I do not know what the future holds, but I do want to keep, because I feel like pole vault did so much for me. Like it taught me discipline, it taught me so much. So I really want to continue with the sport as long as I possibly can.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have 3 people at your dinner table, they could be dead or alive, who would they be?
Sandy Morris.
Who's this?
She is the pole vaulter from USA.
Okay, cool.
And then I would like to have Jesus at my table.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I really love to have him there. And then, I think my grandfather as well.
Nice.
Because he was such a big athlete, so he knows the world. Or I would actually switch out either my grandfather for my great-grandmother who also passed.
Oh, wow.
She used to be a beamte at all these big sports events.
All right.
She also knows the big world.
So if you had a billboard up on the main road here in Paarl and your face is there and there's a speech bubble,
Oh my goodness.
what are you telling the world?
Never give up on your dreams.
Okay, so what's your big dream?
That's a big thing. I really want to make an impact in the world. So I really want to go out and not... so I feel like also pole vault gives me that opportunity to do so. So I actually went for a reading as well, a spiritual reading.
Okay.
And they told me when I choose my career, I need to choose something that has a positive impact on somebody else.
Okay.
Because that is unconsciously a very big part of my life and what I really want to do. But I really, really want to adopt a child one day.
Okay.
So that's one of my...
So I mean, actuarial science positive impact is reducing my premium for insurance. So that is probably probably
see
your
where my career will take me.
And what's the training routine? So where do you train and how often do you train? You're at school, you matric and there's nationals?
Yes, well, I'm actually going to pole vault after this now.
Okay.
But I do have pole vault every day for an hour,
Wow.
or we usually have 2 sessions. So sometimes, or in the past, I have jumped for 2 hours straight.
Okay.
And then winter season, hockey season as well. So I do have 2 hours of hockey training every day.
Okay.
And then at the moment, it's quite hectic, but I usually wake up in the mornings before school and go to the gym. And then I have a trainer there, and then I'd go to school.
Wow. And so what are we doing when we're not pole vaulting?
Well, school.
Yeah.
Like break isn't break anymore. I do my homework in break times. But other than that, I'm not a big TV fan. I feel like it's wasting time, but my family is very important to me.
Okay.
So I will go chill with my mom, or
Okay.
talk to my brother, or do stuff like that. And then I have a very important person in my life at the moment that I like to talk to as well.
That's where you spend most of your time.
Yes.
And then the last question I had was, how do you how do you stay motivated? Because athletes always have their ups and their downs. Sometimes you just don't lust to get up in the morning.
Yes, that is very true.
And I mean, you're still young. I think there's a big professional career for you going forward, and you matric, and it's a big year. Like, how do you just keep motivated?
I must say, pole vault is not an easy sport.
I can imagine.
Mentally, you need to be tough to be able to do pole vault. I've gone through so many downs. I can't count it on two hands.
When was the last one?
Well, at the moment, I feel like I'm kind of in a down because I have a back problem and I do have physios working with me at the moment. But I just can't figure out how to stop the pain when I'm jumping, type of thing. But I do believe I can get through this. I know I've gotten through so many things before. So yeah, but as you said, there was a lot of days where I just felt like your pole vault hates me. I'm not going back. Like, this is horrible. And one thing that my coach told me long ago already that really stuck with me was he really wants us to continue and press through even in the difficult times, because it's so applicable to life. If you just decide you do not like your job anymore or it's too difficult, you're not going to get food on the table. So you can't give up. And that was something that really stuck to me. And yeah, I also feel like I've done so much already. To give in now is kind of useful. It's crazy.
But don't you think maybe as an athlete you have an extreme amount of pressure on you, probably self-inflicted as well, because you're like, and I would understand pole vault is a matter of centimeters, so it's 51 centimeters. I mean, isn't it? Don't you think there's self-inflicted too much pressure on yourself?
Yes, I do put a lot of pressure on myself, but not just with my sport. I feel like with everything in my life, because I really try to get perfection with everything that I do. So yeah, I do put a lot of pressure on myself. But then on the other hand, pole vault is also my safe space in a way that even if I had a bad day, I can go to pole vault and just jump and forget about it. And another thing that keeps me motivated is remembering that feeling when it does go good, because that's amazing.
Like this weekend?
Yes. Yes.
On the podium?
Yes.
That's super cool, madam. Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, there's probably a massive future for pole vaulting for you.
Yes.
I'm somehow assuming you're not going to be at Stellenbosch, you're going to be at university in America.
Yes, I hope so. I really do.
Because it looks like the South Africans
I don't
are
want
doing
to say anything because then you jinx
Oh, so
it.
it's in the pipeline. Okay. I read your mind. Yeah, but I mean, thanks so much for your time and good luck with. I mean, this is probably the biggest year. I mean, it's nationals and it's matric.
But it's so much fun. Yes, and a busy life is a good life. So
yeah, it keeps you out of trouble. So yeah, good luck with nationals. That's
Thank
probably
you.
going to be an amazing experience
Thank
again.
you so much. Yeah.
And then good luck with matric as well.
Thank you.
Good luck with Stellenbosch. Hopefully you get in, but I want to have you overseas. That will be super cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks so much for your time, madam.
Thank you.
So
Thanks
lastly,
for having me.
and I mean, if they say there are young kids or girls out there that also want to do pole vaulting, what would you tell them? There's an open day at Stadsal in the Paul Main Road, and you speaking there. What would you tell kids?
I would tell them pole vault is a place where, or pole vault opens up so much doors for you.
Nice.
And pole vault is such a good sport for teaching you a lot about life. And it really creates relationships. I met one of my best friends at pole vault. And it makes connections not only for friends here, but friends overseas. And pole vault, it's a different sport. And it's not something you would actually see a girl doing.
Yeah.
Like if I watch pole vault on TV, I watch the men.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and for a girl to do it, it's really amazing. You really put yourself out there and you really make yourself open for, how can I say, not failure, but you make yourself open for...
Yeah, for learning lessons of failure.
Yes, for learning.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And the difficulty in it is really amazing because you really grow as
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how much you grow through it. And you learn new things about yourself as well.
And because it's an individual sport, I would think
Yes.
that it's just you and the pole and the
Yes.
pole bar, you and the
Yes.
pole and the bar.
But you don't know how much you love it until you start to do it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Madam, thanks so much. It's
Thank
almost
you.
like a inspirational station here. Motivational Tuesday. Thanks so much for your time. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
good luck with really nationals. We're rooting for you, proudly, Paul. So,
you so much.
we'll be watching you it's on YouTube nowadays, not on TV. So we'll be live streaming it.
Yes.
Thanks, madam.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, so Anais van Wyk, champion pole vaulter, #1 in South Africa. Not everybody can say that. #1 pole vaulter junior, and she's going over to seniors in a few months' time. So, yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks, madam.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, yeah, welcome back to the sports section. If you're joining for the first time, yeah, we do speak to people in Paul and Wellington in the sport. So today, yeah, I've got a few nice guests. They don't really need introduction in the Paul Wellington community. So a few months ago, I saw a start of a new academy, a cycling academy here in Paul. And I wanted to find out more about the academy, and I found out they're the DSV Shift Academy, and it is, yeah, I think it was introduced by Malcolm Langer, also a professional cyclist in his years, also been to Summer Olympics in his years. And I wanted to find out more about it because we know in Paul and Wellington there's so much cycling happening, and I'm all for development of our youth, so I just wanted to find out more about it. So today we've got Malcolm, luckily here. We also have Elric Coulson, doesn't need, I think it's the second time he's joined us on the show. Then we have Ethan. Ethan I've always wanted on the show for a very long time, as well as Fionn Lakay. And I wanted to find out more about this academy, but before we get to Malcolm, I just wanted to ask Ethan, how was the track champs?
Well, it's a successful one.
Is it? How did we do? Because you don't normally leave a tournament with no medals.
Yeah, 4 gold medals and 1 silver.
Wow, well done. Madam, you?
Het was mijn eerste examen, dat was moeilijk.
Is het? Hoekom?
Want daar was klomp mensen van andere landen,
Okay.
kinders of dames. En het, voor mijn gevoel, soos die week was soos totally, het was,
Maar hoe was het een leuke experience?
ja, het was mijn eerste keer, so het was een experience, maar die laatste dag van die laatste race, een bronsmedal gekregen.
Okay, nice. Geluk for the first
Daar
time.
niet te werk.
Yeah. Malcolm, yeah, thanks for joining us, Malcolm and Elric. Tell us a bit about DSV and why cycling in Paul.
Thanks, Miles. Yeah, well, I think it comes from a long background, obviously being a professional cyclist, then obviously starting my own business and then looking after pros for many years. So professional cyclists and sponsorships, that's kind of what we did. And I think the idea sort of came to my mind probably around 2020. We obviously hit this terrible pandemic and everyone was locked up, and I could see that when we come out of it, people are going to need help, and how do we move on from this? And obviously sponsorships were going to get a lot less than they were in the past, and we had to rebuild. And it was an idea I presented to DSV pretty much last year, 2021. I think Elric, as always, I've always been interested in what Elric's been doing with the community, and I could see how do we make this thing better and bigger. And we sold the idea to DSV, and they've come on board along with Avacare and Techno Gym. So I just think we need to go back to root level and build the kids up. And just hearing Fionn saying, it was something new to it. And that's what I love to hear, because we're there to say, hang on, you know what, now we know how to get into bigger events. So it's not daunting for these kids to actually produce the results that they can. So, and Elric's the perfect person.
Yeah, I mean, Elric, so Malcolm comes to you, he comes with an idea for development. What's going through your head?
Well, I always had the idea that, we started out, I think it was about 7-8 years ago, and we always wanted to grow. And then when Malcolm came with the idea of DSV and the new academy and what they wanted, obviously I'm always one for going bigger, and I jumped in immediately.
Yeah.
I think it was a good opportunity for the youngsters and gives them a lot more possibilities. So, it showed at national championships. The guys did well.
So how did you do overall at the nationals?
We
Yeah.
got away with 15 medals, of which 4 was gold.
That's amazing.
I think the best race of the day was Fion's Kieran event.
Okay.
Where she did something that nobody thought she would do.
Oh, what did she do?
It was going on the inside of everybody now.
Okay.
That's overtaking on the left if you
All
can
right.
think about it in a car driving way. It was risky, but it worked. So as I said to her, look, it's no use going on past on the right. It's not going to work today. So she's a bit scared, but
Yeah.
she put that behind her and just went for it. And
Cool,
ended
man.
up with the
And it's the
podium.
first tournament as well. Well done. Malcolm, so yeah, what's the, like DSV, the Academy, Paul Wellington cyclists, like what is their criteria for kids? Is their age group? And I mean, what's the big dreams?
There is. So it's really much school kids orientated. We're looking at 13 to 17-year-old kids. That's really sort of the
Right.
criteria. Not meaning that obviously if we build these kids to that level and then they move on, we would obviously try and accommodate and see where we can take those kids further. But we are really at the beginning phases of the academy. We're trying to put it all together. There's some exciting stuff where we're trying to create a base in pole at the track itself, which will happen, but we won't talk too much about it just yet.
Oh
But
man,
it's,
I was waiting for that.
I think we'll have another chat about
Yeah.
that once it's
Okay.
officially there and we've actually got everything, all the boxes ticked.
Yeah.
But yes, I think from then on we're looking also, what's important to me is school. As much as the kids don't like to hear about it, school is the main criteria, and it's the second phase to cycling obviously teaches you the discipline and what they need going forward in life. That's why I think cycling is a brilliant sport to show kids.
Yeah.
And then from that, we want to make sure that their schoolwork, they don't have to be A students, but they definitely need to be passing. Otherwise, they're not going to be fitting the academy criteria. And we've got 16 kids in total. That's kind of the limit. At the moment, we're at 15. We are looking for that golden kid out there that's going to come in, and we're going to find that person too. So we want to keep growing it. And I think it's something that could happen for the next, I'm hoping for the next 5 to 10 years, if we can do it properly. And just have that continual getting the kids off the street, getting them out of those sort of situations, helping them. We're really just that helping hand, because I also don't want to just window dress where we take kids and say, well, that's our academy. We really want to see a success story. So, just hearing the way Ethan's going, I think if we can just have that helping hand to get them further overseas and to do the next step, then we're doing our jobs properly.
Yeah, and I mean, Ethan, you're probably like the senior in the academy now. So, I mean, you're young, but you're the senior. You've of course done other pro teams as well. So what's the difference now that you're the senior? So you have to look after the Fions of the world.
It's a lot different. I was normally the youngest in the team. But now that I'm the oldest, you have to help the new kids a bit.
Yeah.
You have to help guide them at the races. For them, it's all a new experience.
So do some of them come to you and say, help me, I need some advice? So
yeah, a lot. And for me, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, because I never had to do it.
Yeah, of course. So like you're like the mentor now of the youngsters. How's your experience, madam? Now met die eerste tournament, binnebaan gevat. What's experience nou met die team?
That's the only experience wat ek soos.
Ja.
Ja, ek ervaar experience soos nuwe dinge. Soos eten leer met baie. Soos ek gaan na hom toe vir baie dinge.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Soos met my bike en so.
Okay.
Van ek as mos nog 'n meisiekind, ek weet nie eintlik wat daar aangaan.
Yeah.
So ja, en ek het baie geleer ook met die visa reg.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's the secret in Paul Wellington with the youth development and cycling? I mean, it's so massive.
I think the people of Paul just love cycling. It's healthy, it's good, it's exciting. We've got good youngsters, and I think the people outside can relate, especially the youth. They can relate to people like Ethan and Fionn and Dwayne and these guys.
Yeah.
Because they walk along with him at school every day, so I think they can relate to that. And there's a lot of youngsters who wants to race. Unfortunately, the big problem is equipment and so on, and that's where DSV actually came in and is just giving you that extra edge. So yeah, it looks very promising.
Yeah.
I think one of these days we're going to need a bit more equipment and stuff, because my phone since SA Champs has been ringing daily.
Wow.
How do I get into the academy? What must I do? What do I need?
So cool. So yeah, I mean, Malcolm, tell us. So if there are people that want to get an academy, I think as you have girls and boys in your team, youth as well, youngsters, how do they get in the academy?
So I think it's basically once we really established at the track, which is where we're going to make our base. And just to go back to that question, you said why the pole area. Obviously, I've had those questions too. You know, why not Joburg and why not this? Just looking at the environment of pole. I mean, you've got a brilliant facilities that are well maintained. The track is perfect for learner cyclists because it's a safe environment. There's no traffic. There's no cars that can hit the kids. The roads are still very good. You know, if we're going to road cycling, remember it's not just track based. We obviously want to feed these kids into road cycling. A lot of them did the cycle tour as well the other day. And then obviously there's mountain biking. You've got the most incredible trails around here too. The reason why we can't focus on mountain biking just yet is obviously the expense. I mean, bicycles are just so much more expensive. Track bikes don't have brakes, don't have gears, easy to maintain, and it's a perfect way to start cycling. So we will eventually start to have open days where we want to invite the kids. We actually did have a selection criteria to get into this academy. We'd obviously start rolling that out later on towards the end of the year. So obviously the kids that would be moving out of the academy, we've got to start to bring the new, filter them through. So just look out on obviously social media. We'll obviously start to focus on the schools within the communities too, to bring the kids. And that's pretty much what we'll start to do and keep those kids coming through and make it more exciting. I think that's the big thing.
So what are the big goals for 2022? I mean, of course, you're prepping for nationals as well. What's the big goals now?
Well, nationals was, I think, Elrich, we sat down, we obviously go through the calendar. It's a very busy calendar. Believe it or not, we can't believe how much racing's coming. But I think SA
there's a lot of racing, and SA Track Champs was the main focus.
All right.
That finished last week, and as I said, we got away with 15 medals, of which was 4 golds.
Oh, done, man.
Next one will be Africa Continental Championships in Nigeria. Hopefully we qualify at least 2 riders, hopefully more, but I think we will have at least 2 riders in the team. And then later in the year we have Junior World Championships in Israel, where we hope to have representation from the academy.
Awesome. But Eric, tell me something. So you've been with development all your life. What is the significant impact of sponsors on board now? Because now this is a pro team in Paarl local. You've of course had development all your life.
It is absolutely fantastic to have sponsors on board. When I started out with development, I got a lot right through what my dad could put in. But not all the kids have that opportunity. And I always said, look, I've basically seen the world through cycling, and I want to give younger kids and kids who can't afford it the chance to do that. So I started with the developing of youth riders, and just the sponsors just give you that extra edge. You know, you can only pay so much money out of your own pocket. And getting big sponsors in is helping a lot. I mean, it just creates this hype in Paarl about this new academy and getting riders and people wanting to join and so on. So yeah, no, very important.
Cool. Fionn, what's the groot drome for 2022 en vir die groot drome vir Fionn?
Ek wil die beste van die academy in die fietsry.
Okay.
Ek wil soos ek het baie groot soos gedink met die SA teams. Ek wil regtig goud gee dit maar. Okay. Ons is daar iets gewees.
Okay, cool. All right. Ethan, you 2022, what's the year looking like?
Big Girls World Championships.
All right, cool.
Hopefully come home with a gold medal.
All right. Okay, that's amazing. Fionn, ek wil gevra dat hoekom cycling en nie iets anders nie?
Okay, soos ek het net wel gekies.
Okay.
Maar cycling is vir my die heel beste want daar's min meisies wat belangstel.
All right, okay, cool. In the academy give you opportunity. Yeah. Oh, amazing. So what's next with the DSV Academy?
Schoolwork.
Okay, yes, of course, yeah.
No, I think obviously we need to get back to obviously our partners as well. They also have been so impressed with what we've done and what Elrich's been putting into with regards to the cycling side of things. But I think they're going to start saying, okay, now we'll look at that e-learning and the school side of things. How's that looking? Because the two have to go hand in hand.
Okay, okay.
But I think, there's lots of racing. We looked at the calendar yesterday. Right up until June, we've got a lot of road cycling coming up as well now around the area. So I think there's lots for the kids too.
So Eric, are we getting a sponsored Puchi now for bikes to follow you?
I hope so. I hope so. It'll be good.
Yeah.
But it's still quite safe on the roads here, so yeah.
So you're 2022 Super World Champs. Big dreams, big goals.
Yeah, we'll give everything a go. We're not gonna go there just to compete.
Yeah.
I don't believe in going to an event just to compete.
Okay.
If you're there, you've got to be competitive. You've got to be near the front. So
Yeah.
that's the big dreams.
Cool, man. Malcolm, so where can they get hold of you? How can they look at the academy? Which social media,
Well,
website?
it's on Instagram. Obviously, there's Facebook as well.
Right.
DSV Shift Academy.
Okay.
So you'll find it on Instagram. You'll find it on Facebook.
Okay.
So yes, and then my background, obviously, there's still Langer Sports as well. There's on the websites as well, which will give you a bit of background as to where it's come from. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool, man. But thanks for joining, Ari. Afion, geluk daar met die binnenbaan. And Ethan. Yeah, guys, so, you know, development, big in Paul, cycling, DSV Shift Academy. Go check them out on the social medias. Yeah, and they're doing positive impact in Paul, which is what we stand for. So thanks, guys, for joining. Yeah, we'll chat soon.
Whether you have a big meeting coming up or need a change of scenery to brainstorm new ideas, Workshop 17 offers beautiful workspaces for individuals, teams and enterprises at affordable rates. Workspaces include phone booths, meeting rooms, boardrooms and auditoriums which allow you to work, meet and collaborate in an optimal environment. With 2 locations in Johannesburg, 3 in Cape Town and thousands of members, Workshop 17 is proving to not only change the way we do business, but change the way we see it. You can choose between a number of workspace solutions that gives you unlimited internet access, ample parking space, access to facilities, and even optional access to all Workshop 17 locations for the traveling entrepreneur. Visit our website workshop17.co.za for more information and feel free to compare our membership plans so the next meeting or brainstorming session you have will be in the perfect environment to get the best results, all while enjoying the best cappuccino in town. We'll see you soon at Workshop 17.
The hip and happening in very young gentlemen and making waves within the culinary industry. Not only have they plans to do amazing things within their local community, but they also have dreams to go international within the food industry. Guys, welcome. We have Tyron and we have Lindley and we have Ishmian this morning from Kumin and Khords. Welcome in the studio, guys. It's lovely to have you.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you.
Fantastic. So these guys, ek moet net vir julle sê, ek moet dit in Afrikaans sê, die oukies, hulle is 'n vibe, regtig. Hulle doen dit regtig in die industrie with food, combining food, being chefs, young chefs, entrepreneurs, and then also combining music with it, yeah, DJing. Tyron, vertel ons 'n bietjie, hoe het julle 3 opgeëindig vir mekaar?
So net 'n introduction. Ek gaan in Engels gaan gou net.
Yes, you can.
You
can, definitely.
So I'm Tyron Adams. I am the founder of Kumin and Khords, and these are my partners and co-owners, Lindley, as you introduced them in Ishmael. So Kumin and Khords, well, my dream name for a restaurant, I always wanted to own my own restaurant, was A Perfect Time, which is my favorite herb. But I went on the internet, I saw there is a perfect time in America. I'm like, nah, even if it's in America, I don't want that name. I want it to be unique.
Yeah.
So I went with my favorite spice instead, which is cumin. And Khords is basically my love for music, which is both usually spelled with a C. But in the case of our business, spelled with a K.
I wanted to ask you, what is the K all about? Because you mentioned now.
So that's a reference to my firstborn son. Kian is his name. Yeah. So he has been a big motivator for me to start the business. And yeah, Lindley and Ishmael came on board. Lindley being my cousin, he's the one, let me say, with the least of experience, but he's the one also who works.
Okay.
And we all attended Yoga High, so we know each other from high school.
Yes.
And me and Ishmael also worked together. Yeah. And we had this discussion while we were working. We should start our own thing one day. And it happened sooner than later. Due to COVID, we lost our jobs and all that. So this company is born from COVID, yes.
Fantastic. 3 entrepreneurs. I know you guys are also doing something with Labbit at the moment. Expand a little bit about that, the program that you are busy with Labbit at the moment.
So with Labbit, we attended the Academy Week.
Yeah.
which was in Franschhoek, made it through to the 3-month mentorship program, which is not as easy as it sounds because you get a week of training and then you have to pitch your business on Friday.
Yeah.
So they choose 5 out of the 30 and then you go on to the 3-month, and after that it's all like different sets of 5 people.
Hectic.
And then you have to do another pitch which gets you into the incubator, which is like a 1-year program, which we are currently a part of, yeah.
So where are you currently within the program now? Like which stage are you at now?
So we meet with them every Tuesday at the moment, all of us. So like Ishmael, today we have a meeting as well, where I go do like the business side. Ishmael is more into the social media. He has his own little meeting, him and Lindley. So like I said, we meet every Tuesday, and every Tuesday it's something else, which is good because I don't, not to sound arrogant or something, but I don't doubt our skills.
Yes.
But being a good chef or being a good DJ does not necessarily mean you know how to run a business. Understand? So that's where Labit comes in, giving the more business background to our passions.
And what would you say, what have you guys learned this far from Labit? Like what can you take from that experience that you've learned this far? Ishmael?
Social media het Labit vir my baie gehelp.
Okay.
Social media het baie opgetel die laaste paar maande van wat ons besig is met Labit.
Ja.
Net om als wanneer om wat te post op die page op Facebook, WhatsApp status, Instagram, ons followers die al op.
Ja.
Dus Instagram is 'n bietjie stadig omdat meeste van ons followers op Facebook ouer geaarde is en Instagram is meer vir jong mense, maar stadig dan tel dit nou op so. Al het vir ons of vir my baie gehelp met die social media om alles te post.
Look at Tyron raising his hand.
Nee, is net 'n snaakse storie. Ek het altyd die socials ook gedaan en vanaf Ishmael oorgevat het, moet ek sê, het dit baie meer opgetel en hulle vat pop omdat ek 'n pa is, ek weet eintlik hoe werk jy goed weet jy waar highlights en allerlei goed te sien.
Ja, ek sê
so jy chop my nou nog daaroor. Like sien jy ek moet nou lankal dit gedoen.
Awesome. Okay, jy het nou so 'n bietjie gesê ek weet nou wat Ishmael se rol is. Lindley, wat is jou rol dan nou within the company? Describe your role for us.
Ek is basically het ek begin met cricket mos. My droom was al die pad cricket te wees. Om die waarheid te praat. Maar toe ek 'n liefde en 'n passie ontwikkel vir kos. En dis wat ingekom het waar hulle twee my motiveer. Net soos ek sê, ek het ook 'n business background en alles dit. Maar soos hulle vir my gemotiveer het, soos ek deur Labit gekom het, elke Dinsdag soos hy nog gesê, soos Tyron gesê het dit vir my baie geleer van hoe om to go about things in die business en verstaan in die business industry. So my droom was nog altyd cricket te wees, maar ek het dit ook maar along the way opgetel om in die kosbedryf te gaan.
Ja.
So that is.
And I can imagine like one thing that I think because I'm also an entrepreneur, and one thing that I struggled with in the beginning was finances and how to manage my finances. And I think that is one of the things that you probably also learn at Labit, like how to do business properly, like because you guys are also young, and I mean you in the beginning you only started this. Is it almost a year ago?
Yes, almost a year.
Almost
10 months.
10 months. Wow, 10 months, and you guys are doing amazing work. Tell us, okay, just a little bit about Tyron. If you could say one strong point about Lindley, how would you describe him within the company? That's something that really stands out for you, for him as a chef. As jy nou moet sê, dit is regtig een sterkpunt wat Lindley het as 'n chef, wat ek regtig wens ek kan ook miskien daar uittrek. Wat sal dit wees?
Kies jou
Moet ek nou net druk gesit hier om 'n bietjie te lieg, nee, ek speel maar net. Ek sal sê Lindley se dryfkrag definitief. Soos Lindley gesê het, hy's actually 'n provincial cricketer, so hy speel vir Boland. So vir die cricket season was hy nie altyd nie sal ek sê met ons nie, maar hy het altyd sê al vroeër hy's tog aan om te gaan cricket of ons verstaan daai, ons respekteer hy, ons is in ons bubble sal ek sê waar ons sê nee maar kom ons doen dinge so en so. Maar ek sal definitief sê sy dryfkrag, want as hy werk, hy is een wat miskien sal sê ek moet nog eers wees, soos ek gesê ek het 2 kinders, gaan jy maar, ek gaan nou die laaste is net mop en VE en so en so. So ek sê as Lindley werk, ja, het sy moments wat hy bietjie wil terugsit, maar as hy werk en as dit so kom dan werk hy. Ek dink actually Ishmael ook as ons doen ons kom op die punt waar ons nou al funksies alleen begin doen, soos Ishman, jy moet jou funksie gaan doen. Maar as hulle saam is in die funksie doen, al gebeur daar wat, mens voel net altyd bietjie meer relaxed. Verstaan? Is so dit geword.
Awesome, so Lindley, sê gou vir my, Ishman, wat sal jy sê? Wat staan uit, what's die strong point?
Baie om te sê, maar ek gaan dit maar kort knip. Maar Ishman is self 'n chef wat, omdat hy so baie experience het in die verlede, as hy self 'n chef wat soos improvise. Hy improvise baie goed. Hy sal altyd soos 'n chef sal besig wees om kos te maak, beweeg 'n bietjie weg van die pot af, whatever the case might be. Maar Ishman sal so staan, hy wil sien hoe dit kook, wat gebeur. Elke second wil hy saam en hy sit ook baie passie in sy kos as hy kos maak.
Fantasties. Awesome. Nou is dit jou beurt. Kyk, wat Tyron is reg, hy sit reg. Ishman, wat sal jy sê? What's Tyron's strong point?
Dus toe ek begin het met my chefcarrière by Polevault, toe was Tyron eintlik my senior in die kombuis. En hy het my baie in die hand gevat, hy het my baie geleer. Wat ek sal sê van Tyron, die feit dat hy enigiets van scratch af kan maak. Dus altyd in die kombuis by Polevault, even het die head chef of die senior soos is altyd by Tyron kom. Tyron ons in dit.
I can actually testify to that.
Kan jy 'n spesiaal maak vir ons asseblief? Even nou kan ek kombuis as ons mense kom vir funksies en goed. Tyron ons het 'n menu nodig, kan jy gou iets uitdink. Ons almal gee ons idees, maar Tyron sê altyd, "Yes guys, ons het die leftovers en ons het dit, kan ons gou vinnig dit maak." Taste is dit net. So dit is vir my nogal iets goed.
Okay, awesome. Okay, iets fun. Ek wil net weet, since it's Kumin and Khords, is 'n bietjie met spice te doen. So sê gou vir ons, Tyron, wat is spice beskryf vir jou en hoekom?
Ek gaan jou spice steel. Dit is 'n moeilike een. Ek het die vraag al gister gesien, maar dit was ek moet dink, ek wil nie sê Kumin nie. Is 'n bietjie cliché. Ek wil ook nie sê body nie, want body is iets wat jy sien met 'n proteïen. Ek sal sê sout. Sout is 'n baie goedkoop produk maar jy kan nie sonnesout hê. Jy gaan nie jou dis kan af in die sonnesout hê, verstaan? So jy sien hom nie, maar hy's altyd daar.
En daar is jy.
Yes.
Daar sê.
Jy
sien hom nie, maar hy's altyd daar.
Maar dit is iets ook soos hulle sê gewoonlik vir my die afgelope tyd ons doen tyd gewys ook deur die week. Sê hulle jy het hom lanklaas kos gemaak, en ek bly op die laptop besig, dan is dit dit, dan is dit dat. Nou sê ons met mekaar maar so, hy sê altyd, maak die man nog kos, weet jy nog hier of so verstaan? So ja.
Okay, Lindley, wat sal jy sê? Wat is spice?
Om die waarheid vir julle te sê, Tyron het my nou gesteel. So hy nog gesê oor dit. Maar ek sal maar vir my beskryf as peri-peri.
Spicy.
Maar soos ek sê, peri-peri gaan verhard en dit gaan versterk op die selfde tyd. So baie keer is daar tye waar grafting kom. Ons noem dit altyd spin, as daar miskien 'n klomp orders op een tyd kom. Maar ons op die einde van die dag kom ons nog steeds uit waar ons wil wees. En dan ons so sterk, ons bly sterk as dit so kom in hy geval. So daai is baie wat ek sal.
Daai is 'n mooi beskrywing. Ishman?
Ek sal sê 'n spicy Cajun spice. Omdat dis 'n lekker spice en ek dink altyd ek se lekker mens om ek dink so. Maar ook die feit die Cajun die spiciness is. Ek sien een wat die meeste skel in die kombuis al like dit is so nie.
Oh really? Like if you look at you, you would think you would be the introvert and silent one.
Maar in die kombuis skel ek die meeste, so ek sal sê spicy Cajun spice.
Awesome, fantasties. As julle nou moet, julle is jonk. I said it in the beginning, you're young, hip and happening. What would you say for the young people out there that really wants to become a chef and really wants to start their own business? What would be, I'm going to ask each one of you just to say one thing that you think that you need to put in your backpack as a young entrepreneur or chef. What would you say for the young people out there? What do you need?
Just one word.
You can say one word or one sentence.
I think the most important for me is discipline. Business-wise, chef-wise, you set goals for yourself, but if you're not disciplined, you'll fall out along the way, which is normal, but like if you know where you're heading and keep your discipline. I think it makes the road less rocky.
Yeah. Awesome. Lindy?
Discipline kan mos maar nog inkom by alle kategorieë.
Ja.
So sta jy dan nog gesê het. Maar ek sal ook sê is om independent bly en glo in jouself. En jy moet ook 'n oor hê om te luister.
Teachable.
En nie advice net wil gee nie.
Ja.
Dis wat ek vir die jong mense by wil sê.
Oor om te luister.
Ek sal weer altyd, dis iets wat ek altyd vir myself sê, is stop wishing, start doing.
Beautiful.
So ja, en consistency is baie belangrik as jy jou eie besigheid wil begin. Soos, jy sal motivated wees om iets te doen. Maar sodra jy bietjie stres het, dan is jy nie meer so consistent met wat jy doen nie. Jou mindset is anders. So die goal moet nog altyd daar bly. So harde werk is baie belangrik en sacrifices is baie belangrik as jy 'n entrepreneur wil wees.
Fantastic, Yella. Well, there we have it, guys. They said it this morning, and I'm not going to add anything to it because they've said it. From salt spice to peri-peri to Cajun chicken spice. We have it here this morning. So, yeah, stay tuned because it's not the end. We are going to go over and we are going to combine the spice and the food with the music and give you a little activation and just about what they do in their everyday life. So awesome. Stay tuned. Good morning, welcome back. This morning we have the amazing team from Kumin and Khords that are back here with us. And they are going to show us how they combine cuisine and music. DJing. Tyron, you're DJing this morning for us with the food. I love it, the combination of the two together. Lindley, tell us a bit. I know you guys also, congratulations, you won an award with the McCain competition. Tell us a bit about that. Why did you enter?
We started off with not so much capital to start the business off with. So we told each other, why not give us a shot by entering the competition? And then, we didn't know we were going to win, but our dish, the pulled pork, pulled pork stir fry, sorry. So we entered that dish and it won us an award at McCain.
Congratulations. And what was the competition like? What was the requirements for the competition?
All you had to do is enter a dish and then they choose a winner out of it. It's all over the country.
Yeah.
So then you have to enter your dish and then the judges chooses the best dish. So they choose 10 people that wins in the competition.
Okay. And how many people entered? Tyron, how many people entered this competition?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was over 40 dishes, more than 40
companies all over SA.
Wow.
So you just had to use a McCain product.
I was just about to ask, was it
yes,
the
you had to use a
ingredients?
McCain product and sell it during the week. Like we do weekly takeaways as well.
Yeah.
So you had to add like a minimum amount of sales as well, which we did, but and then they pitched, they gave us a call, or you were still at a funeral at that time, they gave me a call and I'm like, you guys, I know this is a sad time, but we got the good news, so.
Something to celebrate, And was this the first competition you guys entered?
Basically, yes.
Yeah, first competition that you entered. Okay, cool. Okay, so tell me, so we've got a dish here this morning. We've got curry here, Deconstructed?
Yes.
Deconstructed curry.
I don't know if our forefathers will agree.
Ishmael, okay, give me a little bit of a breakdown of what we have on that plate there.
So wat ons Tyron het genoem, ons doen takeaways elke week. En ons doen elke week 'n different menu. So die week se takeaway menu is different types of curries.
Okay.
So dis 'n porone en chicken curry. Cape Malay chicken curry.
Nice.
Die hoender is actually gestuffed met porons, met die Cape Malay sauce en deep fried rice balls.
Deep fried rice balls.
Fresh coriander.
Okay, so DJ, for a stukkie daar, what would you compare that curry with? What kind of music would you
If I see that plate, I just think chilled vibes.
Chilled vibes, okay.
But like, sal ek sê 'n bietjie fancy, maar anders kan ek nie aan.
No, gooi vir ons 'n stukkie, let us hear while we continue with the interview. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So what ingredients do you have in there, Ishmael?
We have different types of curry spices.
Okay.
We use a lot of Raja curry spices, the hot and mild one. Then we have spicy Cajun.
Spicy Cajun, there you go.
That's our secret spice.
Well, it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah, and fresh coriander, that's our spices.
Okay.
A bit of fresh curry.
And how long did it take for you to compile this dish?
This was 20 minutes actually.
Okay.
It was easy.
And tell us a little bit about how can people get a hold of you guys? Like, I know you have a weekly menu. Talk a little bit about that. Yeah? What's in store for next week?
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. We have our Kumin and Khords on Instagram and Kumin and Khords on Facebook. And we post everything on our What's Your Business page. Lindley is actually the takeaway guy. So you can phone or text Lindley.
That's the face that you gotta see.
Yeah. He's in charge of the takeaways.
And only for takeaways, please.
Only for takeaways
and business.
Yeah, he's in charge of takeaways. Tyron is in charge of the music and the private functions. And I'm in charge of the bigger functions, the weddings and 21st birthday parties.
So tell us about the functions. Do you do anything basically from a, I would say a 1-year birthday party to, or what is your preference?
Yes, we are quite
events?
flexible. So what we do at the moment is we don't have, a lot of people requested menus, which we don't have. All our menus are custom made. So you come to us basically and tell us, listen, I have too many people on Wednesday. This is my budget. What can you do for me? 2 course, 3 course, depending on your budget, depending on the type of vibe you want. So then we set what you like and do a custom-made menu for you. And that's basically for all of our functions. Even with the takeaways, every week a different menu. So we like to keep things fresh and going.
Yeah, I know you guys are also giving back to the community. Tell us about that a little bit, about that program.
So, thanks to Levitt, we learned about social impact, which is basically your life as a purpose. It's the impact you want to make in our community. And it basically means there's more to life than just stabbings, which is a thing we see a lot in our communities. We want to teach them that your life has a better purpose. And that's where your life has a purpose, or your life has a better purpose. You can put your life to good use. And yeah, we thought it was all about planning it, but we actually went to see Mr. Anais van Wyk, the gangster pastor. I don't know if you know him, but we had a, who doesn't know Mr. Anais? And we had a nice, refreshing chat, and he said, just start. That's it, because we wanted all the systems and all that stuff. But yeah, it's quite scary thinking going forward. But we are excited to make a change in our community, honestly. And to teach them so nice skills to make money. We'll obviously, if we have bigger functions, use some of the guys we get in as well. But, and then with that, we're trying to feed the community as well. Let the people also feel that everything is okay.
Awesome, fantastic. So you also, as you DJ, so people can also get a hold of you for DJing at functions, or you have people DJing for you, for the company?
Yes, so the Kumin and Khords you can book as a package. You obviously get discount if you book Kumin, and Khords is included, you understand? So yeah, same social media, Kumin and Khords on Instagram, Facebook, Kumin and Khords, our email, kuminandkhords@gmail.com. All our numbers is on there.
Fantastic, there you have it, guys. So they combine cuisine with nice music. I love this vibe, So they do private functions, to weddings, anything. Please get a hold of these guys. We will also have all their social media information also at the bottom of the screen. And get in contact with Kumin and Khords, Tyron, Lindley, Ishmael. It was lovely to have you in the studio. You're welcome. And Tyron is going to take us into the weekend with a vibe. So Tyron, take it away.
What a way to start the Friday.
Amazing, we're vibing into that weekend. I love it.
Good food, good music.
Yes.
Good conversation.
Fantastic show.
Guys, thanks so much for joining. Malcolm Langer and Eric Colson and his crew, thank you so much. Your guests?
Kumin and Khords. As you see, Tyron, Lindley, and Ishmael, just right at the back. Thank you, guys. We love it.
Did you taste of the food?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. Cool. Guys, so thanks so much for joining local content. See you next week.
See you next week.
Enjoy your weekend.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
I like this mic.
In die background, as ek sê, julle is net in a vibe. Julle hoef nie om mal te dance, but just make it look like you guys are having fun, you know? Ready?